Why it sucks being a US Marine. Let's face it, folks. Being a US Marine isn't always the glamorous, action-packed adventure that Hollywood movies make it out to be. Sure, you get to wear a cool uniform and maybe even blow stuff up occasionally, but there's a whole lot of not-so-fun stuff that comes with the territory. So, grab your popcorn and settle in as we dive into the hilariously sucky aspects of life as a Marine. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be thanking your lucky stars you chose a career that doesn't involve eating crayons. Yes, we'll get to that joke later. The not-so-great outdoors. When Mother Nature becomes your worst enemy. Bugs, mud, and other delightful surprises. Picture this. You're out in the field trying to look all tough and badass, when suddenly you realize you're basically a walking buffet for every insect within a 10-mile radius. Mosquitoes? Check. Ticks? Double check. That weird bug you've never seen before but is definitely plotting your demise. Triple check. But wait, there's more. Let's not forget about the mud. Oh, the glorious mud. It's everywhere, and I mean everywhere. In your boots, in your ears, and in places you didn't even know existed. By the end of your field exercise, you'll look less like a fierce warrior and more like a walking chocolate pudding. The joys of camping Marine style. Forget about those cozy tents and comfy sleeping bags you see in camping commercials. As a Marine, your idea of roughing it takes on a whole new meaning. Your bed, the ground. Your pillow, a rock if you're lucky. And don't even get me started on the bathroom situation. Let's just say that leaves suddenly become very valuable commodities. In the Marines, we don't call it camping. We call it embracing nature's discomfort with open arms and a forced smile. The hurry up and wait game, mastering the art of doing nothing. Hurry up. To stand around one of the Marine Corps' favorite pastimes is making you rush to get somewhere, only to have you stand around for hours once you arrive. It's like they're training you for the world's most boring marathon. You'll become an expert at finding ways to look busy while doing absolutely nothing. Pro tip: always carry a clipboard. Nobody questions a person with a clipboard. The endless formations. Where time stands still. Formations. The place where minutes turn into hours and hours turn into lifetimes. You'll stand there trying not to lock your knees because passing out is frowned upon, while some higher-up drones on about something you stopped listening to 20 minutes ago. The real challenge? Trying not to laugh when the guy next to you makes a fart noise. The unique Marine diet. Gourmet meals for the discerning palate. MREs. Meals rarely edible. If you've ever wondered what astronaut food tastes like, join the Marines. You'll get to experience the culinary delight that is the MRE, meal ready to eat. These vacuum-sealed pouches of, let's call it food, come in a variety of flavors, all of which somehow manage to taste exactly the same. Beef stew tastes like chicken. Cheese tortellini tastes like chicken. Vegetarian option? You guessed it, tastes like chicken. The real fun begins when you try to trade your unidentifiable meat product for someone else's slightly less unidentifiable meat product. It's like a post-apocalyptic version of Let's Make a Deal. The Great Crayon Debate. We can't talk about Marine cuisine without addressing the elephant, or should I say the Crayola box, in the room. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous Marines eat crayons joke. While I can assure you that crayons are not actually part of the official Marine diet, the joke has become so widespread that some Marines have embraced it with a sense of humor. Who knows, maybe they're on to something. At least crayons might have more flavor than some MREs. Physical training. Because pain is just weakness. Leaving the body, or so they say. The joy of 0500 PT. There's nothing quite like the sound of your alarm blaring at 0430, reminding you that it's time to get up and embrace the suck of early morning PT. While your civilian friends are still snuggled up in their warm beds, you'll be out there doing burpees in the rain, questioning every life decision that led you to this moment. The Ruck March, where feet go to die. Imagine strapping a small child to your back and then deciding to go for a casual 20-mile stroll. That's basically what a Ruck March feels like. By the end, your feet will have more blisters than you have toes, and you'll be walking like you just got off a horse. But hey, at least you'll have killer calves, right? The joys of military bureaucracy. paperwork, paperwork, and more paperwork.
Lost in the sea of forms. You might think that joining the Marines means less paperwork than a typical office job. Oh, how wrong you'd be. The Marine Corps loves paperwork more than a hoarder loves old newspapers. Need to go to the bathroom? There's probably a form for that. Want to breathe? Better fill out these 3 forms in triplicate. The Great Green Weenie. In the Marines, you'll often hear about the Green Weenie. No, it's not a new vegetable-based hot dog. It's the affectionate term used to describe when the Marine Corps decides to make your life unnecessarily difficult through bureaucratic nonsense. Got plans this weekend? The Green Weenie says, "Not anymore, buddy." Grooming standards. Looking sharp while feeling ridiculous. The high and tight. Fashion statement or punishment? Ah, the iconic Marine haircut. Nothing says, "I'm a badass," quite like looking like you lost a fight with a lawnmower. The high and tight might make you feel tough, but it also ensures that you'll never be able to pull off a decent disguise if you decide to go AWOL. Plus, sunburned ears are not a good look on anyone. Shaving in the field. An exercise in futility. There's something special about trying to get a clean shave while using a muddy puddle as a mirror, and your last drops of drinking water. It's like a really weird episode of Survivor. Except, instead of winning $1 million, your prize is not getting yelled at by your sergeant. Conclusion: embracing the suck with a smile. Despite all the sucky moments, being a Marine isn't all bad. There's a sense of camaraderie that comes from shared suffering. And let's be honest, some of these experiences make for great stories later on. Plus, you'll develop a sense of humor, darker than a vacuum in a black hole, which is always a hit at parties. So, to all you Marines out there, keep embracing the suck. And to all you civilians watching this on YouTube, the next time you see a Marine, maybe offer them a crayon. They might just laugh, or they might eat it. Either way, it'll be entertaining. Remember, it's not about avoiding the suck. It's about learning to laugh at it. After all, if you can't laugh at yourself marching through the mud with blistered feet, a bad haircut, and the lingering taste of mystery meat in your mouth, what can you laugh at?